So this is the experiment of generation of netlist for a 8-bit register. So in this you need to come to a folder, then open in terminal. So in this you need to give first thing as CSH, then you need to give source space /home/install/cshrc, then click on enter. So in this you give the prompt as gedit space a file name dot v. V stands for Verilog. Click enter. So you'll be getting a file being opened as this thing .v. So in this you have to type your code, okay? And along with that, in this you need a clock as a constraint, okay, for the 8-bit register. So here again we'll give gedit space a file name something as constraint dot g is the extension, okay? So this is the difference, okay? .v.g, then click on enter. So you got another file .g, okay? So like this you have to create two gedit files and you have to type the constraints and the program for 8-bit register. So this will be the code. After typing the code, click on the save button, okay? Then similarly you have to give the clock constraints and you have to click on save. After this step is done, again come back to the terminal window. So in the terminal window, so I'll come here in the same folder, open in terminal. So inside the terminal window, your first prompt should be pwd, okay? Then click on enter, give csh cd space dot dot, then again cd space dot dot. After this is done, now you have to give csh at this step, then you give source space /home/install/cshrc. After this is done, click on enter. Now you give it as genus now, genus. Click on enter. So after this tool script is loaded, from now you have to give a sequence of prompts. So this genus :root1 has come. So I already have a set of prompts which has to be given here, 8-bit commands. So I'll just copy the first line. So after copying this, see in this thing you can't give directly Ctrl V. So right click and give paste, okay? We can't be lazy on this thing. Then we'll click on enter. So when we gave this the first line, there came only warning. If warning comes, it's not a problem. If you get error, then you have gone wrong in some step, or at least in the prompt you have gone somewhere wrong. So if error comes, you have to recheck, then only you go to the next line. If warning comes, it's not a problem. Then go to the second line. So in the second thing, the set db init hdl, what you have to give here is, here you have to give the path where you have saved the file with the extension .v, okay? Then give that, click on enter, okay? Here also warning appears, it's not a problem. Then the next third thing is set db sync generic, okay, copy. Then here I'll right click and I'll give paste, then click on enter, okay? So then it's done. So similarly I'll give all these commands and so on. I'll right click, copy, I'll come here, right click, paste, enter. I'll come here, I'll select this prompt, right click, copy, right click, paste, I'll click on enter. I'll come here, then read typical library, right click, copy, I'll come here, I'll give right click and I'll click on paste and I'll give enter. See, so many warning signs come, it doesn't matter. If error comes, it matters us. So now in this read underscore hdl, what I have given here is 8 EIBIT ebit register.v. Now this is my file name where I have stored the 8-bit register ka Verilog program, okay? Over here, this file name, that is only I have kept in this command, okay? That one you have to give as the next thing. Then click on enter. After this is done, then you give elaborate, copy, I guess only elaborate or elaborate with module name. Elaborate is enough over here, okay? It showed only warning, it didn't give any error. So elaborate was fine here. then read underscore this. In this line you have to give the path along with the file which has the constraints of the clock with the extension .g. Okay, I'll paste this line over here. After this done, then the next thing is sync generate, copy. I'll come here, I'll right click, give paste, enter. So then next is sync map, copy, and right click, give paste, click enter. So all are like warnings, it doesn't matter. If error comes, you have to check it. Right click, copy, I'll come here, I'll give on paste, I'll click sync off. Okay, this is done. Then see, now in the report timing for this particular program you have to give only so much. You won't have the keyword unconstrained which comes over here because you are giving a file which has constraints already. So in this particular, only in this particular program you are not giving the keyword unconstrained. So I'll give copy, again come in here, I'll click on paste and I'll give enter. Okay, report timing. And in this report timing you have to give the particular path and the file name .rpt. RPT stands for report. Then the next thing is power. So power, again the same prompts which I have. I'll just paste over here, paste, I'll click enter. Then I'll come here, then last one is area. So we need power, time and area. So here in all these things you have to give the path. If you don't give the path, it's of no use. You won't be getting the output file. After this is done, next you have to give a write underscore HD here, 8 registered output. This one doesn't matter. This is the new netlist generation ka file name what you want to give. You can give anything. So right click paste. So then at last you need to give GUI underscore show. It will show the generated netlist. Copy. So right click, click on paste, I click on enter. So this pop-up appears. So in this, in the first line, here cell register 8 again, click on that, right click on this one, schematic view in main. See, now we will be getting the output what we require. This is the 8-bit netlist generated output. Okay, so after this one has been generated, at the same time you need to come to the folder where you initially started. No, you right clicked and gave open in terminal. So in this you should. So now we have got the file name as 8-bit register area, then power time is over here and power is over here. So I'll come to the same file. See, now 8 register power. See, this is the power, then this is the time. So they may say change the slack to a negative slack, try getting a positive slack or something. For that I'll just say what you have to do. So see here, this one you should get as time and this one is the area. Cell count is 9. Net area it shows 0, so it's fine, but cell count should be there. So now they'll say you the changes, right, to change the slack into negative slack, positive slack or get 0 slack. For that what you need to do is in the Constraints.g, what you have to do is in this period is there. Now see here period is 4. So waveform 0, 2 I gave. No, half of 4 is 2. So you gave 2. You try manipulating over here. Here you give 1. If you give 1, it will be 0.5. So here we gave 2. No, this is 10% of rise time. This fall time also should be 10%. Okay, this all doesn't matter. This and all let it be. Only you have to do changes in the first 3 lines. Change the period to 1. Try changing these values, you will be getting negative slack. It's like a hit and trial method. Okay, so you can lower the constraints by getting other type of slacks. See, I gave here 1, half of 1 is 0.5. Here we have given 0.5. Then in this 0.5 cut 10%, 0.05 you have to give it as rise time, 0.05 as fall time. Okay, these are all no changes. Okay, by changing like this you can be getting different slack values only in the timing output if the teacher asks. Otherwise it's totally fine. So this is the complete program for generation of 8-bit register connect list along with power, time and area.